Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's lesson on the order of operations. Today's learning target is I can use the order of operations to solve math problems with exponents. Our focus today will be on exponents and where they fit in the order of operations. So before we start, let's review exponents, okay? Or maybe even relearn. An exponent is a shortcut for repeated multiplication. So let's say our base is 3 and the exponent is 2. We say 3 squared or 3 to the second power, and that 2 means multiply 3 by itself. Use 3 2 times as a base. That means 3 times 3, and that equals 9. So 3 squared equals 9. What if our exponent was 4? Ooh, that's a big one. Well, that would mean multiply 3 by itself 4 times. It'd look like this. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 3's multiplied together. And that would be a very big number, wouldn't it? Let's see here. 3 times 3, that's 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 times 3, oh, what's that? Can I do that in my head? Is that 81? Let's find out. 27 times 3. 3 times 7 is 1. Carry the 2. Yep, 81. So 3 to the 4th power is equal to 81. Exponents are shortcuts for repeated multiplication. One last example here. What if the exponent was 3? Now, it's easy when the exponent's the same as the base to really quickly, if you're not really paying attention, to say, oh, that's 3 times 3. And then you get 9. But that's not 3 times 3, is it? No, that's equal to 3 times 3 times 3. We're going to multiply 3 by itself 3 times. And that, of course, is 27. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. Exponents. Where do they fit into the order of operations? Well, here we have our first number sentence. It reads 2 to the 3rd power minus 3 equals what? Well, when we see an exponent, we do that before we multiply, divide, add, or subtract. Okay? The only thing we do before exponents is whatever is in a parenthesis or a bracket. So we see no parentheses and brackets here. We just see an exponent and we see subtraction. That means the exponent has to come first. So we're going to solve 2 to the 3rd power. So let's see, that's 2 times 2 times 2. And that is, let's see, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So 2 to the 3rd power is 8. And we'll rewrite the rest of the number sentence down below. We have 8 minus 3. And that, of course, will lead us to our final answer, 5. So 2 to the 3rd power minus 3 equals 5. Okay, let's try another one. Wow, getting a little more complex, isn't it? Here we see 24 minus 4 squared, or 4 to the 2nd power, divided by 4 equals. So what do we have for operators? Well, we have subtraction, division, and an exponent. And if we look over here at our chart, we see the exponents have to come first, and then division, and then subtraction. So let's do that in that order. All right, let's do the exponent first. We'll do 4 squared is the same as 4 times 4, right? We'll use 4 2 times, and we'll get 16. Now I'm going to bring down everything else. The 24 minus 16 divided by 4 equals. And I'm ready to move on to the next step. And the next step, if we look here at our chart, we have division and subtraction left over. Division and subtraction, we have to divide first. So let's do it. 16 divided by 4, well, that's 4. 4 times 4 is 16. And I'll bring down everything else. 24 minus 4 equals. And that will lead us to our final step. The right answer, we'll do subtraction last, we'll get 20. So 24 minus 4 squared divided by 4 equals 20. All right, are you seeing how this works? Let's try it one more time. Here we have 5 plus 8 squared minus 10 equals what? And what we have to pay attention to is first the parentheses. We have parentheses this time, which means we have to do all of this first. But we also see subtraction and addition. The subtraction is inside the parentheses, however. So if we're going to do parentheses first, and we must, we've got to decide what comes first inside parentheses, exponents or subtraction. And as we can see in our chart, exponents always come before subtraction. Okay, so that is what we're going to do first, solve the exponent. And let's do that. 8 squared is the same as 8 times 8, and that is, thank you, reflex math, 64. Now I'm going to rewrite the parentheses and the minus 10 with the parentheses and the plus 5. And this is where our number sentence stands now. All right, what comes next? What would you do next? What's the next move? Did you say 64 minus 10 is next? Because 64 minus 10 is inside of parentheses, and parentheses come before addition? I hope so. So 64 minus 10 is 54. And then I'll bring down the plus 5. And now we have one final step left, addition. Do you know what 54 plus 5 is? Show me. You got it. 54 plus 5 is 59. So 5 plus 8 squared minus 10, in parentheses, is equal to 59. All right, exponents come before multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Our learning target today is I can use the order of operations to solve math problems with exponents. Let's get to our practice work. Let me know if you need help.